Welcome to the Savage 2 tutorial. Savage 2 is very unique. It combines elements found in many types of games into one cohesive experience. Savage 2 has the quick-paced combat found in most first-person shooters, global tactics found in real-time strategies, as well as character-specific spells, skills and abilities found in role-playing games. This tutorial will cover the basic aspects of Savage 2 gameplay. To experience the full tutorial, click on the Start Now button. To skip to a certain section of the tutorial, click on the corresponding button below. In Savage 2's core game mode, Conquest, each team begins with a main building called a command center. That's the stronghold for humans and lair for beasts. To achieve victory, a team must destroy the other team's command center. While the match progresses, each team will erect buildings which will give their team new units, abilities, weapons and items. In order to build, a team must have a thriving economy, which requires gold mines which are controlled with forward progress buildings, which are the garrisons for humans and the sublairs for beasts. A side objective in the game is to defend and help control those mines, and to interrupt the enemy's economy by destroying their mines. We will discuss the economy and the effects it has on your base during the commander portion of the tutorial. The Savage 2 minimap located in the upper left is a valuable tool for learning what's going on in the world. Enemies that are near an allied structure or detection device will show up as red, allied structures show up as green, and allied players show up as teal. You can ping the minimap using the F1 key or Alt and left click for the commander in order to draw attention to an area of the map. The melee portion of the Savage 2 tutorial is designed to go over the core combat system in Savage 2. However, before we get started in explaining the combat portion of the melee system, it is important for you to understand basic movement. Savage 2 uses the W, A, S and D keys to control player movement. Some more advanced movement controls include holding the shift key to sprint and right-clicking while moving forward to charge. You may also perform dodge maneuvers by right-clicking when moving sideways or backwards. Charging gives you a quick boost of speed, useful for tracking down enemies. Practice charging now by moving forward and holding right-click. You've just been given enough experience to level up, which allows you to spend some attribute points. Your experience and character level reset after every game of Savage 2. To spend these points, press Tab and go to the character screen. Spend your points, then proceed to the waypoint to begin the combat portion of the melee tutorial.
Move here!
Quick attack is executed by clicking the left mouse button. This is your basic attack. It causes moderate damage but can be blocked. If you are blocked, you will damage your opponent's block meter, inhibiting his ability to block. However, your attack and movement speed will also be briefly slowed. Let's try it out. Click Proceed. Good work. The next move to learn is Block. Block stops incoming melee. Another melee move is the jump attack. Good work. Now that you've tried the basic melee moves, let's put them to use against them. Good work. Now block the Legionnaire quick attack using the C key or the middle mouse button. Great stuff. Now perform a quick attack flurry. Brilliant! Now that you have learned the basic melee moves, it's time to put them to the test. Your practice opponent has been activated to fight you similarly to how an actual player would engage you. Use your... Great job defeating the enemy. If you would like to continue practicing the melee system, click Fight again below. Otherwise, click Continue Tutorial to move on. The blue projectile that emanated from the Legionnaire was his soul. When you kill a player, you gain his soul. Souls are traded in for powerful Hellborn units. Hellborn are super units available to both races. In order to gain access to Hellborn units, your team must control a scar, which are located throughout the map like gold mines, and build a Hell Shrine upon it. Once your Hell Shrine is completed, you may enter the scar and use souls to purchase any of the available Hellborn units. While Savage 2 has first-person shooter components, it is much more than a standard first-person shooter. On top of melee and ranged combat, Savage 2 also offers special abilities. These abilities are unique to each unit. You will now begin the Commander portion of the tutorial. This is designed to click on the Command Beasts button to command the Beast team. Like most strategy games, Savage 2 is largely a game of economics. Harvesting gold while attempting to prevent your enemies from harvesting gold is essential to... Welcome to the Beast team. In this portion of the tutorial, we will give you a chance to learn the essentials of Savage 2's... It looks like the enemy team is about to attack us. Let's hope our base defenses can hold them off. You can move your camera by...
Stratospire is under attack.
Your base defenses are damaged. To repair them, purchase a sapling with the button indicated in the picture to the left. Select the sapling by left-clicking it. Good work. It's always a good idea to keep some workers handy for repairing structures. Be careful though, as repairing structures costs team. One of the first things you'll need to do as a commander is to set...
Gold mine under construction.
Good work. Now that you've established a gold mine in your base, it's time to think about expanding. Your closest expansion point is southwest of your main base. To build on it, construct a sub-layer nearby so that the
sub-layer under construction. Gold mine construction complete.
enemy base. The humans must destroy the beast's lair, and the beasts must destroy the human stronghold. Your commander will construct mines to earn gold, structures to unlock new units and abilities, and defenses to protect your base and outposts from attack. Savage 2 is a unique team game, so remember to listen out for orders from your commander and officer, and try to work with others to defeat the enemy team. You are at the loadout screen. Here you may select your class, upgrade your attributes, and purchase items. You can also see detailed information about classes and their abilities by hovering over them with your mouse.
Loadout Spire under construction.
This is the Shapeshifter. It functions as a fast-moving melee unit for the Beast Horde. Its primary roles are that of frontline combat and sabotage. Shapeshifters can sacrifice themselves to inflict heavy damage on buildings, polymorph to look like enemy units, and move rapidly from place to place with their cheetah form ability. They are particularly useful for destroying remote human outposts and defenses. While they strike rapidly in melee combat, their attacks lack strength in comparison to other, heavier units.
All village spire construction complete. A gold mine has been depleted.
You have spotted an enemy chaplain. These support units heal their allies and can resurrect the dead. They are vulnerable in melee combat, but can cast a debuff which will greatly reduce their target's armor. You have spotted an enemy savage. These combat units focus on dealing large amounts of damage in melee. They also have effective rapid-fire ranged weapons. This is the Behemoth. This huge, costly siege unit is designed to power its way into an enemy base and inflict as much damage as possible on buildings and defenses. While it can easily crush enemy infantry in one swing of its huge tree trunk, its attacks are slow, ponderous, and difficult to aim, and are as such better used on buildings. The Behemoth has various defensive abilities and a large amount of hit points, but is also a huge target and will often be overwhelmed very quickly, if not properly supported by its allies. Your team requires a charm shrine in order to purchase this unit. You have died. A healer unit or commander may resurrect you, or if you do not wish to wait, press the E key by default to return to the loadout screen. This is the Predator. It is a heavily armored assault unit whose primary role is to spearhead beast attacks. It moves relatively slowly, but is significantly tougher than other beast combat units. Its bone claws strike in a wide arc and can hit multiple opponents with ease. It also fulfills an important support role by reducing the armor of nearby enemies with its fear ability, making them much more vulnerable to beast attacks. The Predator possesses thick armor and high hit points. Your team requires a Predator Den in order to purchase this unit. This is Entangle. It can root its target in place for a short time. You have spawned for the first time. Here are a few things you should know. Savage 2 is a melee-orientated game, and as such, you will kill far more players by learning how to melee. Ranged weapons have their uses, but are vastly inferior to your melee attacks. Don't be afraid to try new things, and take on better players, even if it costs you your life. You will learn a lot faster by being brave than you will by being cowardly. Remember to listen out for orders from your commander. You will be rewarded with experience for carrying them out. Most importantly, remember, this is a team game. You will accomplish far more in a group than you ever could on your own. Stick with other people, you'll live longer, and be far more useful to your team. If you still have questions, then the voice tip system and tooltips are there to help. Also, don't be afraid to ask your teammates either. Now go forth and annihilate the enemy.
Static Spire
This is the
under
Hunter.
attack.
Its melee-centric unit lacks ranged attacks, but makes up for its deadly close combat abilities and unparalleled mobility. This unit serves multiple roles by providing reconnaissance with its Eyes of the Bat ability, as well as serving as a front line.
Static Spire is under construction.
You are at the spawn screen. You may choose one of the highlighted locations on your map to spawn at. If your team has no garrison, sub-lair or spawn portals, you will spawn automatically at your lair or stronghold. These are the bone claws. They cleave through multiple targets in a very wide arc. The Predator can perform 3-hit combinations and attack slower than other melee units. This is the fire. This blade-like attack bounces and deals damage in a large area. It also inflicts a burning effect, dealing damage over time to those affected.